is enough said.
Merry Christmas Eve, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here, back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are having a great Christmas Eve. We got Christmas tomorrow. Let me know in the comments what you're doing, you guys. Love this holiday cheer. I hope you guys like the hat. But together, let's go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Now, I'm positive. I'm feeling good. Why? I mean, I woke up this morning, not in a hospital bed, not, going through anything traumatic or terrible. And it's like I always tell you guys, every day you wake up, it's already a great day. You're already winning. But it feels even better when you wake up in the morning knowing that the Miami Heat won a basketball game. The Heat defeat the Brooklyn Nets last night. We go 14-13. Posted a short about it, but I just want to go ahead and give a little bit of credit to some players. Tyler Hero almost drops a triple-double. Bam Adebayo does business. Nikola Jovic comes off the bench and gives you 18 points. Duncan Robinson with 17. Unfortunately, Drew Smith goes down. It was reported earlier that he did tear his Achilles, so he is done for the season. This is going to cause a lot more questions. It's going to cause a lot of concerns. I've mentioned this before. Terry Rozier has that really nice $26 million contract. With the emergence of Drew Smith, you were thinking that maybe it's possible leaving Tyler Hero as the starting point guard and having Drew Smith be that backup point guard. This would give you the opportunity to trade a guy like Terry Rozier to bring someone in this roster that can help us. Now that Drew Smith is gone, it leaves that backup point guard spot available. Now, I guess this is Terry Rozier's opportunity to shut us all up and to be that dog that we know that he can be. I understand that Terry Rozier averaged 23 points a game in Charlotte, but that's Charlotte. That team was not that good. He comes to the Miami Heat playing next to three players that basically average 20 points a game with Bam, Jimmy, and Tyler. It's only one basketball, you guys. So I think Terry Rozier is doing fine. However, he could do better. But last night, the Miami Heat finally get themselves in a winning way. 14-13. That 3-game losing streak, though, bit us in the ass. I'll say this, because we were about 2.5 games above the 7th seed. So we had a little bit of flexibility away from the play-in. That 3-game losing streak brought us right back into play-in contention. We are literally a half a game above Atlanta and Indiana for the 8th spot. So we're hovering in as a play-in tournament team. Then right above us is the Milwaukee Bucks, the Orlando Magic, and the New York Knicks. The Milwaukee Bucks have a 16-12 record. Magic's got a 19-12 record, and the Knicks are sitting comfortably with a 19-10 record. The Miami Heat are gonna have to win some games. There's no other way of saying it. You need to get yourself out of this play-in contention. There's one goal that we have for this season, and it's not to be in the effing play-in. I wanted the 3rd seed. I really wanted that 3rd seed, you guys. 3rd or the 4th seed. I thought that would have been perfect for this Miami Heat team. I do feel that we are that type of team, but we just make boneheaded mistakes during the regular season. Spo calls a timeout with no timeouts left. We lose that game. You drop 8 points in the 4th quarter, lose a 25-point lead against the Orlando Magic. You have a 20-point lead multiple times in the first half during the beginning of the season, and then you eat dog shit in the 3rd quarter and lose these games. The Miami Heat have made so many boneheaded mistakes this season. This is the reason why we are a mediocre, basic-ass team for this year. However, there is upside. Season ain't over, you guys. We're still in the thick of it. The Miami Heat can still turn it around. Now, I understand a lot of people are going to look at me and they're going to think I'm delusional. You really think that the Heat can turn it around? Look at how they played this season. I do. I really do. It's like I've said at the beginning of the season. We got to stop with this hot potato shit with the lineup. Spo needs to figure out this lineup. And one person I want to talk about particular today is Kelel Ware. Our 1st round draft pick. The 15th pick. The pick that a lot of us, myself included, especially, had high hopes for coming this season. You guys saw my reaction in the draft. I was super excited. For those of you that watched my videos in the offseason about the potential draft, you guys know that I had Kel'el Ware ranked up there as number 1 next to Jared McCain as a possible draft pick for us. And I still think that Kel'el Ware was the right pick. He just has not been given that opportunity. Now, the reason why, as we saw in the beginning of the season, dude was really raw. He wasn't knowing defensive placements. He was losing himself a lot. But one thing that you did see about Kel'el Ware, he's fucking tall, which is something we need. Look at what happened in the 2020 bubble in the NBA Finals. We got that ass whooped by the LA Lakers because they had guys like Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard to clog up the paint. The 2023 NBA Finals, we played against the Denver Nuggets and got that ass whooped. Because you had the Joker, DeAndre Jordan, you had Aaron Gordon, you had Michael Porter Jr., you had guys with size out there. And the Miami Heat could not compete with that. Now, granted, I feel like the main reason why the Heat lost the 2023 Finals is because they were bullshitting against Boston when they had a 3-0 lead and Boston came back and took it 7 games, giving Denver a 9-day rest before the Finals. But that's neither here nor there. It's in the past. Hakuna Matata, baby. Can't change the past. All we can focus on what's going on today and the future. And I'm liking me some Kel'el Ware. Because I'll tell you this, you guys. This year's regular season is pretty much the same regular season we've had since the 2023 season. Basic, mid, mediocre, whatever you want to call it. It's not great. We're not good enough to contend for a top 3 spot, yet we're not bad enough to compete for a high lottery pick. We're stuck right there in the middle, and as a sports fan, it's annoying. So when you're stuck in the middle, you try to look for the positive throughout the regular season. What's the bright spots? Like last year, that season was dog shit, but Jaime Jaquez Jr., Nikola Jovic were the bright spots. You saw them taking the next step. This year, I still feel that we have a chance during the regular season. I still feel that he can get top 4. But I want to see Kel'el Ware be that bright spot. Now, his numbers are garbage for the regular season. He's only played 12 games, averaged about 8.3 minutes a game. In that time, 3.4 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, almost a block a game. But that's averaging 8 minutes a game, you guys. That's averaging 8 minutes a game. The dude still goes out there, gets about 3 to 4 points a game, 2 to 3 rebounds, and a block shot in just 8 minutes averagely. Imagine what he can do with 15 to 16 minutes. You want to hear? I'll tell you. The last 2 games that Kel'el Ware has played with the Miami Heat as the full-time backup center, coming off the bench for Bam. He plays Saturday against the Orlando Magic, that embarrassing loss we ain't going to talk about. 14 minutes off the bench, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 2 block shots. Damn. Doubles up his numbers when he's given doubled minutes. Yesterday, against the Brooklyn Nets, 17 minutes off the bench, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block shot. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to the numbers I just said, what he's averaging. 8 minutes a game, 3.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, almost a block shot a game. If you double up his minutes, the production rises. The last 2 games, averagely, you guys, we're going average, but the last 2 games, averaging about 15.5 minutes off the bench. Kel'el Ware is averaging 8.5 points a game. He's averaging 7 rebounds. He's averaging 1.5 blocks and 1 steal a game. That's only 15 minutes off the bench. Now imagine what this kid can do when he gets more time under his belt and is able to play about 20 to 25 minutes. Not just coming off the bench for Bam, but also having some spots in the game when he's playing next to Bam, where Bam can finally be the power forward. I understand the Miami Heat's record right now is ass. Not ass, but it's not what we want. We want more from this team. But I will say that Kel'el Ware is a potential bright spot. The last thing I want to see, though, is Kel'el Ware getting this time and then out of nowhere, Spo just doesn't play him and we see Jovic as the backup center or Kevin Love coming back. I said this in the beginning of the season, you guys. The only way that Kel'el Ware is going to get his time is if Thomas Bryant and Kevin Love have injuries. Well, Kevin Love has basically been breaking down this season. He's 36, and you can see a lot of these games he can barely move out there on the court. Thomas Bryant got traded. So that tells me the green light is on for Kel'el Ware. I mentioned in yesterday's video how Spo has been crediting his personality. How Spo has been giving him credit for not letting the outside noise get to his head. And it's been showing. Spo has been giving him more time. And I think one of the keys to success for this Miami Heat this season is to allow Kel'el Ware to continue to play. I'm not saying that Kel'el Ware is going to win the Miami Heat an NBA championship. But for God's sakes, he is the only player that gives the Miami Heat something that we don't have. Size. You saw when he was out there blocking shots. He grabs the hell. He's an 8-foot wingspan. The dude be snatching rebounds from other people. That's what we need. This team is dog shit rebounding. You need a guy like Kel'el Ware. Now, I'm not saying that Kel'el Ware is going to be the starting center this season. I really believe that he's going to stay in that backup center role, barring injury, unless something happens. Because I know that Spo likes to juggle and play with this lineup like people change underwear every day. It's insane. But if Kel'el Ware is able to get 15 to 20 minutes off the bench, you can definitely see Kel'el Ware average numbers between 8 to 10 points a game, 7 to 10 rebounds, maybe 2 blocks, maybe a steal. He can hit a 3-point shot, and he scores in the paint. He gives you everything you need. I think it's time for the Miami Heat to unleash Kel'el Ware. But I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. Do you think that Kel'el Ware is ready for that responsibility? Or do you think it's going to take some more time? How do you feel about Kel'el Ware playing recently? And look, even the game before, the last 2 games I mentioned, his last game was November 27th against the Charlotte Hornets. 12 minutes off the bench, dude gave you 4 points, 4 rebounds, a block, and a steal. He stuffs the stat sheets. He just needs to play smarter. That's going to come with time. So let me know what you think, Heat Nation. Don't forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. We're finally pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for the continued support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said. Let's go, Heat. Merry Christmas.